Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 10 American Tech Tree Medium, the M48 Patton. A vehicle that, after some thinking, I am going to say is the best Tier 10 medium in the game, and I'd also be willing to say is probably just one of the best tier 10s. Why? Well, because Wargaming gave this tank gear oil. I know that the reactive armor is nice, and everybody's looking at the reactive because that's what their 8 brains do. But gear oil was the biggest buff that Wargaming could have given to the Patton, and I can explain why. The M48 Patton is limited at a top speed of base 48 kilometers per hour, and its reverse speed is also on the slower end for mediums at 20. But giving this tank gear oil allows it to finally breach that threshold of 50, actually going upwards of 54 kilometers per hour with double gear oil, and my reverse speed is 26 kilometers per hour. That alone is insane, because now the Patton goes from more of a slower medium to an incredibly mobile medium. When you pair that with the turret armor being nearly impervious apart from the hatch, and the great DPM, solid accuracy, fantastic heat penetration for a medium, it really just doesn't have any downsides. Whenever I try to rate a tank, I look for the downsides. And the Patton is basically a medium version of the E5. And the E5 has very little downsides, apart from reverse speed. But guess what? The Patton has gear oil now. So reverse speed is just not an issue for this tank anymore. You're not going to have to worry in any situation about getting out. And if you pair that with also the reactive armor this tank has, just what the heck? Now I know there's going to be people that crawl into my comments, actually you said the E50M is better. And yes, I did. I said the E50M is the best tier 10 medium, or at least that's what I think I said. And I still do think the E50M is one of the best tier 10 mediums in the game. But I think I would place it in second place. After realizing that the Patton got gear oil, this takes the cake for me. Because before I played the Patton, I didn't realize it had gear oil. I just thought it got reactive. And the Patton has always been a super strong tank because of the fact it has this crazy good turret. And, you know, the gun's always been solid. But now that I actually realize that this tank got frickin' gear oil, it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. So we get a nice shell into the TVP, and he's actually going to run, so we're going to get another nice shot. Pretty good stuff so far. That's a solid amount of health off of that player. We can see that our TVP is... Well, I don't know what's going on here, bro. I mean, the 4005 might poke this. We'll have to see if he does. But again, with the level of reverse my tank features, like this 57, for example, I knew he was going to shoot me, so I didn't really have much of a choice there anyway, but just to take the shot. But, like, even there, pretty good stuff. Oh, we got the yo in the back. However, I'm not able to hit that. Alright, well, I do have an E100. Not that he's being much support to me right now, but I do have an E100, and the TVP appears to be running, which is not very helpful. Bruh. This is not a great team so far, but look at this thing's reverse speed. It's insane. The reverse speed is actually wild on this tank. Alright, so we get a shell into the yo, we reload, we put on our adrenaline, we have the 4005 as well. Let's load in an HE. He's not running Spall Liner, so that's a pretty solid chunk of damage there. We have the yo, and bonk, there you go. Yo bounces me. He's running the 450 gun, so we're going to put on our reactive just in case he does pen me. However, he doesn't, so it doesn't even matter. The yo is now quite low, and I was hoping we could get the clear, but doesn't really make a difference. Again, that reverse speed is just wild. It really is. Right now, I would love for my E100 to push up. And if he does, it will be great for me. So I'm going to push past the concept, just like this. We'll shoot him once, just to bleed him out a bit, but I don't really... Ooh, wait a sec. We can get behind this 57 as well. There you go. Nice bleeds into you. And we reload in just a couple seconds. Let's see. Hello, concept. There you go. Look at this reverse speed. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid, bruh. Alright. Well, there you go. Easy clear. Our TVP gets the shot into the 4005. I wasn't too worried about him anyway. And we have the Yo in the back here, who is now dead. See ya. Alright, so what do we have left? We have the Boss Chatillon 25 ton, who we are going to push now, and bonk, there you go, nice shell into Le Boss Chatillon. You can see the insane mobility this vehicle now features. It's wild. The mobility is insane on this tank, and we have our reactive back in 5 seconds. So let's see if we can get a shell into the TVP. No problem, no problem at all. Alright, and there's the E6. We put on our reactive, and he bounces me. Even better. Alright, well, there you go. Pretty good stuff. Now we're just going to get to the side of his tank. We're going to put on our adrenaline. We're going to get another pen out. 360 damage. E100 somehow misses the shot, but that's fine with me, because we get the shot on ourselves, clear him, and deal 6k. I mean, wild. The gun is just wild on this tank. And you can see why I enjoy the Patton so much. While the E50M does have its fair share of advantages over the Patton, it has the brute force capability. The Patton has the hull down and holding capability, and that is where it wins. And we can see just how easy of a farm this game was. I mean, 6,000 damage is absolutely wild. We aced the tank. We had one of the easiest victories ever. And it's because of that reverse speed. I mean, you saw how quickly I was able to push up, get back into cover without ever breaking a sweat. And previously, that would not have been the case with the Patton. The reactive didn't really do much that game. People think reactive is like this lifesaver, and it's nice. Don't get me wrong. Reactive can be great. There are certain times when a 183 will be aiming at you, and you might be at 1,000 health. You put on reactive, and boom, what could have been a potential one-shot is now 700 damage. So I'm not going to say it's not an effective tool. It is. It's monumentously effective if you use it properly. But the capabilities of gear oil is much more usable in any situation because it just allows you to get out. And that is what I love, getting out of spots that I've been placed in. So here we go. We have an E100, we have an E5. I don't know what else to say. We'll see what happens. They have a 62A, a T22, and 2 bat chats. Like, I just read the matchup and brain went blank because I don't know what else to say. My brain went blank after reading that matchup. So, I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I have a feeling that they're going to play super aggressive on the medium flank. We'll see what actually happens, though. There's the T22. There's the 62A. T22 is going to cross and loses a pretty substantial amount of health. However, our bat chat has probably killed itself? I don't know. I think our bat chat has, but I could be wrong. Either way, we are in a Patton, so we are going to push right to the hull down flank in mid. Oh, there's the V4. You know what's great, though? We can actually pen the V4, even with, you know, right through his lower plate. That's the best part about this tank, is that you don't really care about the enemy's armor, because, as I said, you have really good pen for a medium. So, what are we going to do here? Well, 62 is rushing on our Boss Chatillon, which is not entirely good, and there you go, nice shell into the VZ. V4 is getting pushed, and VZ backs off. Okay, we have the Boss Chatillon. We got one shell into his track wheel, pretty good stuff. Then we back up, we reload, and let's see if we can shoot him again. Here we go. Bonk, there you go, 355. What are we doing, bruh? What are we doing? I'm not gonna kill myself for you. It's just not happening. In fact, this is bad. This is real bad. I'm gonna try and bait a shell from this V4, maybe? I don't know. I don't really know what to do here. I'm just gonna back out. The V4 is probably gonna shoot me, 656, but this is a terrible team. Like, what am I supposed to do when this is my team, bruh? We get a 310 into the enemy 62A, which is not bad. We're gonna aim in again, and there you go, 338. You can see the solid DPM of this vehicle working very well here. And let's see, we have the Boss Chatillon, we have the V4, and the V4 misses, which is obviously quite nice. We got a shell into the 60, and this is where that reverse speed, once again, just feels insane. The level of reverse this vehicle features, the fact that I can just keep backing out of trouble here is... it's wild, and it's why I love this tank. So we get the clear into you. Obviously, the 60 TP is a threat, and we're going to aim in on this 60, get as many shells out into him as we can here, but as my team continues to die, there's only so much I can do in this result. I'm going to back up. Nice, 60 gets bonked. We are going to put on our reactive armor, and we'll see how this works out for me. We get a nice shot, and now we have the V4 pushing us. And let's see. Nope, and the V4 cuts right through my armor, which really, really sucks. Yeah, the V4 is an absolute cringe mobile, but what I'm hoping is that maybe with the reverse speed that we feature, we can get to the side of this V4, just like this, and get right up on behind him. Again, like, the mobility of the Patton with this reverse speed is kinda wild in, and if you know what you're doing, you can easily get out some clears, so... I mean, what else could I have done in this game, bro? What else could I have done? I single-handedly held off, like, an entire flank. And again, do you see how nice that reverse speed is? An E50M probably just wouldn't have been able to do that because the level of reverse I feature just allows me to get out of these situations that are terrible. I mean, I did 5,800. I farmed, I held, I did everything I could have in that game. But unfortunately, our bat chat YOLO'd in at the beginning died. Our Murat didn't do much better. 48%, bruh. Yeah, that's rather unfortunate. Oh well, it was a good result for the M48 Patton. Two really good results for the Patton. And I think you can understand why I think this tank is so insane. So if you want to grind a medium, if you want to grind the best medium, I can tell you it's the Patton. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.